Thought I'd shoot a video about kind of the projects I've done in the last 6 months. And for starters was to tear out my kitchen, all the cabinets. This wall on this side I tore out. It actually went out another 5 feet. It was 11 foot long. I tore it out and moved it to the left 3 inches so that we could squeeze things in and properly center the sink. On the old window, the sink was not centered. The old window also was up higher. It wasn't as tall a window, so it had a backsplash that was a mess behind the sink. So we extended the, what's this stuff called? Anyways, countertop out. Glass tiles, new oven. The old oven was cooktop, a Jenn-Air here, and on the other side we had an oven, a wall oven in a pantry. So change that over and change from a downdraft to this hood that goes up and goes immediately out right there, so really short run. I put an outlet up above in the ceiling, and I can't get a shot of it. There it is. Anyways, for the TV, because Diane really likes her cooking shows. New dishwasher. These cabinets I bought are custom built by Keystone Kitchens, who I worked for before I retired. And so they made the cabinets and put in the shelves, and then I bought these Lazy Susans online and installed them. And these are big brag, no pole up the middle. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but so I got that in that corner, and I've got the same thing in that corner. This other corner, this is not the greatest, but that's a blind corner. So what I did was I bought, if I didn't have the stove right here, I could do a basket that pulls out and slides over, and then another basket comes out. But you need like a clearance. So anyways, we did these Reva shelves that have this bizarre geometry. That touched, but you know, it doesn't, the shelf doesn't hit anything. There's 2 shelves in there. So, and they've got to stop when they come out so they don't quite bang on the face frame there. I like them. All the doors are self-closing, soft close. Those shelves are not. You can buy stuff to make it that way, but I didn't. The microwave, that was a little bit of a disappointment to me. It's not a very powerful, I don't know how many watts it is, but it's nothing like the old countertop one I had. It's very expensive, and it's so custom fit in there that we'd have to buy the same thing again. I think we'd have been better served at just a countertop, because we don't keep it spotless countertop and clear and all that. Anyways, so let's see. Did new electric, had a little bit of, I don't know, my electrical is overloaded. But everything's working, it's not tripping or anything. The drawers too, that was probably the worst example of a drawer to pick. But they're self-closing at a point and soft closing. After we did this whole thing, I killed our refrigerator by tilting it, I think, on the dolly to put it in here, and 2 days later, water was dripping out of the ice maker and things weren't cold, and we had to buy a new one. But it fits, it's made to. Oh, and then we got the dividers here to do the cooking sheets and stuff. On this side is, well, she's got some stuff. Oh, I thought I'd be able to show in the very back there. There's an outlet, and stuck to the wall is a transformer. And so I did all new can lights, and then I did under cabinet lights. And the can lights are dimmable, the little switch on the side, which is kind of nice. And then the under cabinet lights, and they're on the same kind of dimmer. And I'm going to turn those off. And I don't know. This is what those under cabinet lights look like. I bought all these parts and put them together, a diffuser, and there's like an aluminum channel that you screw to the bottom of the cabinet, and then the LEDs go in there. And so we've got all the way around, and maybe getting the Disneyland spinning. So finished that, the wall. Yeah, it moved over three inches, cut back, and let's see, then we got these nice stools that spin from a girl at Diane's Workout that heard she was thinking about buying some, and the lady was getting rid of them, and they're not exactly what we'd picked, but they're good, and they were the right price. The flooring is LVP, luxury vinyl planking, and in here we had carpet in the dining room, and actually you can see the electrical panel there. This part of the room used to be garage. I'm not sure exactly where the end was. And back, I think, the 90s, the people that owned this house before us put in a new kitchen and expanded this dining room out into the garage, but didn't move the panel. What also happened was a huge bump in the floor, right at the joint between the new and the old, like somewhere in here. I mean, it was a big bump, and I spread that out as much as I could. But I don't know. It's still there, and you can feel it, hear it. I might be fixing this floor in the future. We decided to leave these cabinets. Diane's glad she did now. At first she was going to get rid of it. Let's see, I replaced shoe mold and stuff. Oh, because it was carpet here, the casing didn't come down far enough, the trim. And that's throughout here. So I did these plinth blocks, which meant, like in here, using a oscillating saw to cut the baseboard back and to cut the casing off. And it worked all pretty good. And so that hides that problem. New shoe mold around. Trim on these cabinets. And kind of like the way this corner just came out nicely with the different things dying into each other properly. Different trims. See, I had some steel that I used for, so that's 1/4 inch by, I don't know how wide it is, 2 inch flat steel bar that I put 4 of them on this overhang. So we've got a 10-inch overhang here, 12-inch overhang here. Let's see. Yeah, the floor out into here, and there I just milled that little piece of, what is it? Maybe 3/4 by half, and nailed that to the wall, to the door trim or frame or whatever, that little threshold, I guess, not to the floor. So it's floating. And the first project I did actually was this railing. And let's see, that door, that was in there from when we moved here Well, shortly after, I replaced the front door and did that glass block. So on this go around, because this had hardwood floor in this hallway, I put the 1/4 inch flooring down, and then this is about 1/2 by 1 inch piece of fir across here, clear vertical grain fir, and nailed again to the threshold, not to the floor. I did have to do some little tiny 1/4 by 1/4 trim that I made for right along there. This fir shelf I had done it. I forget, they had painted or they had something else, and back when I did this guardrail and the handrail. And so then after we got all this stuff in, this floor down, and these plinth blocks, and you can see the one problem the plinth blocks don't solve, and I just decided to live with it, is this gap under here. Got these transition pieces in. And this cold air return, it was filthy and ugly and off-white. Anyways, I just cleaned it up and spray painted it, but the drywall was kind of damaged around it, so I milled this stuff. This is like 1/2 by 1.5, and nailed on there, and then that way I had a good wood to screw these 3 screws into. And what else? So about the last thing we had was that we had the carpet done by others. These boxes and shelves I have built years ago. I kind of did a new toe kick and made them permanent. They're sitting on the floor. They were just sitting on the carpet. Just kind of, it's a very nice storage. It doesn't really work to be a bedroom, but it's not a bedroom really for us. It's my laboratory. And yeah, I guess that's it. I like the way this transition came out. This cabinet, I bought, the shoe mold and stained and with what I had. I know it's not a match. Actually, it's not bad for that floor, is it? Boy, it's good for that floor. Good match. Anyway. And, the last thing is that my sister-in-law, Marlene, is visiting. And if you see about the middle, there's kind of wet spots on that carpet. She was nice enough to save me from being the first person to spill on our new carpet. So, thanks for that, Marlene. And I think I'm done. Oh, I did add the trim around this door. This had a little tiny crappy looking trim that I just never, I changed the door out, I changed everything, and I used the old trim. So I did that, just that 1x4. And that's that.